No smoking here. Lighting up is now against the rules inside public housing. Now a lot of people are fired up. And that's our top story at 5:30. Good evening to you. I'm Janet Roach.
And I'm David Allen. The new ban goes into effect nationwide in just a few weeks. Starting July 31st, there will be no smoking allowed inside public housing.
Not only that, you'll have to be at least 25 feet away from the property. 13 News Now reporter Jacqueline Lee is following this story.
She joins us live from Norfolk, where those rules are already in place.
David and Janet, the Norfolk Housing Authority implemented this policy last week, starting July 1st. Now, housing authorities across the country have the freedom to choose when to implement this smoke-free policy. They just have to do so by July 31st at the latest. Bernadine Wilson said a lot of kids in her Norfolk neighborhood suffer from bronchitis and asthma.
We got a lot of little kids, like my grandson, he suffered with asthma, so you can't even come past my door with a cigarette.
So when the Norfolk Housing Authority implemented a new policy last week that bans anyone from smoking inside their homes or within 25 feet of the property, Bernadine's all for it.
And it's a good thing for the whole community, because some people get old and they smoke and then the houses burn down.
But residents are split down the middle. Some think the policy is pointless.
Everybody smokes, so why try to change something that's been going on?
Others say they'll miss smoking inside the comfort of their own home.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, very hard, for me to stop smoking.
Norfolk Housing Authority Director Donna Mills said the policy came after years of conversation between the Department of Health and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Children are being affected by that second and third hand smoke that's left in an apartment from the smokers. So it was really for the health and the benefit of the children in our communities.
As for enforcement, Mills said there's a 4-step process.
To meet with the resident, talk to them about the policy, why it's enforced, give them some options for cessation programs.
The last step is terminating the lease.
They just trying to make you be healthy.
Bernadine said at the end of the day, maybe the policy is a sign.
It could be God's way of telling you to stop smoking for your health. You know what I'm saying?
And of course, to think of the children first. And the Norfolk Housing Authority conducted 2 different studies, one in 2011, one in 2014. 70% of residents that responded said that they thought that this smoke-free policy was a good idea. The Center for Disease Control also conducted a study in 2014. They found this smoke-free policy would save $479 million a year in health-related costs. Live in Norfolk, Jacqueline Lee, 13 News Now.
Government figures show that some 1.2 million households live in public housing. That's according to HUD. Those households are run by some 3,300 housing agencies. HUD determines rent based on a family's income.